Hey, what's good, YouTube? Okay, another quick video. I'm recording this literally the day before I leave for vacation. It's actually the Monday. Last stream was on Sunday night. Woke up in the morning and I was like, you know what? I want to record some content. My man Scan reached out to me and said that he went out of his way and did all these different tier lists. He has meta tier lists. So he's got all these cards you can rank based on like meta usage, and you know, they're the ones that are generally in consideration. So we're gonna go through this list real quick and do the outfielders. There's a starting pitcher one, which I think is probably more sought out, but we already did that one already a while back. Definitely gonna update it though. So I feel like doing outfielders right now. So we're gonna do some outfield work. You know, interestingly enough, I have the game open, so if I need to reference a card by looking at their attributes, I can switch to that screen real quick, but I don't think we really need to. You guys know what we're talking about here, and I'm pretty aware of these cards, so we'll start. Michael Brantley. Where does Michael Brantley fit on this list? Avoid altogether. B, bench bats, beginner team. Right here. Fantastic bench bat versus righties. Fantastic swing. Super great contact. Everything great about that card is great. Even gets great exit velos. Fielding's even not bad at all, but he's just too slow. 40 something speed. He needs to be at least 55 to be used in the outfield with that bat. You know, I think if a card is a god offensively, right, like a Soto from last year, the finest from 2020, you're gonna have to have Soto-esque amount of speed just to kind of, you know, work with it. But like 40s is just too slow. You're not catching anything, bro. Schwarber's a 50 something, 55 almost, so 54. So that just shows you, and he's slow at the outfield. No one really plays him there either. So bench bat, beginner team at best, unless you're a huge Astros fan. Even then, I'm never gonna see this card other than a bench hit. Castellanos, must use. Absolutely great. One of the best hitting cards in the game. At parallel, a few parallels in, he's 125 contact both sides, over 100 power both sides with a great swing. He plays a silver defense at every position when parallel 4, I believe that he's at, and he's a pretty good silver fielder in right field. Speed's not bad. He's a little bumbly out in the outfield, so he plays first, third, left, and right. That's great versatility. I think he shines better at third and first base, preferably first base. A good combo I like to recommend is Castellanos at first, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at third base to get the good defense out of both of them. Hide Casti at first and get good defense from Vladdy at third. Or you can even flip-flop them at parallel 4. You can put Casti at third and keep Vladdy in his primary. That's what you want. But either way, that's a pretty good idea. Card rakes. You must have him on this team. Get him. He's a free card. He could legitimately be an endgame card for many people. And he's so free and so easy to get. So I recommend getting Castellanos for sure. Cespedes. You know, I don't think he has much bench functionality. He's a good card. I'm going to say avoid altogether because he's not very fast. His fielding's okay. His arm is great, but whatever. He gets the gold fielder at Superfractor, but I don't know. I don't even think he gets to maybe 70 speed. He's got reverse splits, so what that means is he's better versus righties and worse versus lefties. His contact's a little low versus lefties. I just don't think he has much functionality in the meta right now. I don't think he has much of a great chance of starting, and he doesn't really have bench utility. Like, some guys are not great starting material, but they got 125s versus lefties as a right-handed hitter, so you can keep him on the bench. Yeah, I would avoid that card altogether. Nelson Cruz, bench bat for sure. Every Nelson Cruz card, same structure. Decent contact versus righties with good power. Great contact and great power versus lefties. Absolutely lefty killer. So that's what he is, lefty killer. He's way too ass in the field to use him, so do not try even using him in the outfield. I promise you, unless you're a huge Nelson Cruz fan, it's not worth it. He'll miss way too many balls. Definitely a solid bench bat, though. Nelson Cruz, I mean, same thing. And this card's a daily moments card. He's an evolution thing, free, very similar. But this one on the left here, the one I'm pointing, has live series quirks. Very important differentiation. Definitely would go with that one. Dominguez, let's see. Great until S tier. I think most difficulties, including Legend, he's a very great card. Insane defense and speed, great swing. Kind of low contacts, but he's 100-101 versus righties when Superfractor, so that's pretty cool. I think he's outshined a little bit by certain cards right now, but still a very good option. No one's gonna, you know, nothing to sneeze at if you have him on your team. Absolutely great until S tier. Dwight Evans. Okay, we need one more tier scan. Hold on. I don't mean to do that. He will be... I guess that color. We'll make this just poo-poo. Horrid. Okay. Dwight Evans down there. He has low contacts as a hitter. Decent. He's okay versus lefties. His power is not great. He's got phenomenal fielding and arm, but a 50 speed. Useless. Absolutely useless. What's the point of a great fielder and reaction rating if you can't get to the ball, man, in the gap? Nothing about, and a weird ass swing too. I hate that card. I do not recommend it for anybody. I promise you, he's butt cheeks. Cliff Floyd. Avoid altogether. He's not really a bench bat or beginner team guy. He's just kind of there. He's not a bad hitter versus righties. Fielding's meh. All-time Mets, he's goated for that, but other than that, and Marlins too, but that's really just about it. I would not use that card. He's cool, but not great. He's just kind of a C. Griffey, bench bat beginner team. He's a headliner card. He's probably really pretty cheap right now. He's a demon on Hall of Fame or below. Contacts are just too low for legend, but since he's a demon on Hall of Fame or below, bench bat beginner team, I think he's pretty good, so I'll keep him there for that. I don't know who that is. I think it's like some random Tops Now card, but that's not even gonna. You don't even need to rank that. I'll just put that in the D section. Teo. I think Teo is a. I think he's a bench bat. He is free card, obviously from TA3. He has insane lefty. He kills lefties. He's 102.79 versus righties, I believe, the starter, which isn't bad at all. His defense is it's average, and his speed's average. 70s across the board for all those. I just don't think it really fits. You know, I think there's better options, but I think he's a great bench bat. And he's a starter option. You could start him. I don't think he's great, though. He's good, but not great. Joey Gallo, home run derby card. Bench bat / beginner team. Low difficulties up to all-star. He'll be an absolute beast. But the low contacts will keep him from being that great. So he's going to be bench bat, beginner team. Beginner team for sure. Same thing with Shohei. This home run derby Shohei, beginner team. Aaron Judge. Bench bat. I don't like that card at all. I think his swing's poo-poo. I think having great defenses with no speed is useless. But a lot of guys having success with that card, and they like it. He has great numbers versus lefties. I'll put him there. He could easily be a lefty killer for you off the bench if you're good with this card. Has great value. David Justice, great until S tier. Wait, I'm going to drop him down, actually. He would have been a few weeks ago, but now all these new cards and Larry Walker dropping. David Justice's offense is great, but the defense is bad. And his defense is average, and his speed is horrendous. So he's a bench bat at best. Still dope hitter, but I'm not going to see too many of him starting these days. He's just not that great in the outfield, so he'll be there. I think this is Juan Lagares. Just D tier. Ramon Laureano, horrid. This card had no reason to be dropped. He's got 40 contact versus righties. Good power ratings. Center fielder with high gold, almost diamond defense with 60 speed. Useless card. Everyone mocked that card when it dropped in the player of the month. It had no one wanted that card. Austin Meadows. I mean, right now he's just a D. He was better when he came out. I don't really think he really belongs in this selection. He's just outdated. Montcastle, bench bat beginner team, crushes lefties. Free card from Tops Now. Was better a while ago. Good utility with playing first, third, and left. Have him there, man. Not a bad card at all for a beginner team. Jock Peterson, D. No contacts, high powers, but bad fielding. I think he goes there. Tommy Pham, I think this card is cheeks. But I'll put avoid altogether because he's got decent numbers, but he's always one of those guys who have an inflated overall for no reason. They're a high overall, even though their stats are never really great anywhere. So I'm just going to put him there. Brian Reynolds, I think this card is great until S tier. Highly slept on, phenomenal contacts, great power on the right side, decent power against lefties as a switch hitter. Gold and left after a few parallels. He's pretty high gold in center when he's but I wouldn't play him there because of his speed. Speeds are in the 70s. So I think as a left fielder, he absolutely shines. He was mashing for me before for the new TA3 drop, and I replaced him with Cedric Mullins. Spoilers, he'll be in this list. So yeah, Kyle Schwarber technically listed as an outfielder, but really everyone plays this guy behind the dish. He is a must-use, I guess, for that sense. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna count him as a card you should use, not as an outfielder, but as a catcher. Absolutely should use this card. Just has a phenomenal swing, over 100 contacts and crazy high powers, both sides. Gold fielder behind the dish at Super Fractor, which is insane. He hasn't played catcher in years, and he's a gold catcher when you parallel 5 him. Definitely the second card in the S tier. I don't know who this guy is, but he's a Tops Now, so D, I can't even see it. I think it's that guy from the Sox. Yeah, I can see that. Soto home run derby card. I think he is a bench bat beginner team. He's a bench bat on my current God Squad team. Righty killer off the bench, phenomenal swing, just absolutely great exit velos, good live series quirks. Definitely keep this card on your team. He's a little demon. Stanton, bench bat, beginner team. Pretty underwhelming flawless award. In my opinion, this card should have been a 90-star reward for the program. I think it was Paxton and him. Paxton was infinitely better than him. I think he was a bit of a letdown as a flawless award. But he kills lefties, so bench bat for you guys if you want him. Adolis Garcia, same thing, bench bat beginner team. I think he's great. He's got reverse splits, better versus righties, worse versus lefties. Still got a great swing. Has 86 speed base. Plays a good outfield too. I'd keep him on the bench, or honestly probably more beginner team. He's a starter on a beginning team. Free card, so I like that. Cedric Mullins, must use. I think. I don't know, man. I know his defense isn't great. He's a silver in left at max, high silver with pretty great speed. He's gonna be at 88 speed, I think, when he's maxed, or 89 actually. Excuse me. But he absolutely mashes. For me, he's hitting 550 through like 50 games. I don't know. He's been hitting a homer or two a game on Legend. He's crazy. He's absolutely phenomenal. I think he's really, really good. But yeah, I'm gonna keep him up here, man. Hot take, I'll keep him up there. I think you all should try him out. Talkman, the tops now. Chris Taylor, bench bat, beginner team, lefty killer, great utility. Plays diamond defense in center, I believe, when you parallel him up a little bit, which is pretty crazy. So he'll be there as a bench bat, beginner team, lefty killer, good utility. You know the deal. Cedric Mullins tops now. The Larry Walker. I think he's great until S tier. I think his numbers are he's a 125 versus righty, but he's 99-80 versus lefties to start. Obviously gets over 100, and it's like 104-85 when maxed versus lefties. Defense is high diamond when you get him up there a little bit, but the speed's only a 69 to start. So it gets to 74. He's just, I don't know if he's must use. I really don't think he's must use. He's not worth the value. You gotta either get World Series or spend a lot of money on him. I don't think it is. You can get free cards. I would start Cedric over him any day of the week. Billy Williams cycle, avoid altogether. Reverse splits. His Sig Series card from last year was much better. A card with a great swing, but doesn't even get to 100 on he doesn't get to 100 on either contact or power versus righties. He's better versus lefties. No speed, no first base secondary, bad fielding. 100% disappointment for a cycle card. Cool card art, cool idea. Dope player program because the swing was fun to use, but underwhelming stats, unfortunately. Jesse Winker, bench bat beginner team, although a lot of people still use his live series over this card for a bench bat because the live series gets inside edge versus righties and also has higher stats versus righties to start. It's way better value. That card was disappointing. And he's honestly been on a downspin too. It's unfortunate. I wish they gave him a lightning card because he would have been really fun. But instead we got Schwarber, which no one's really complaining about. Hank Aaron, bench bat beginner team, hits lefties, but honestly at this point avoid altogether because he's just not good enough for his lefties to use right now. No real utility. The 94 Hank is a weird position in the game where that card doesn't really have much value or utility in any position. So where the 99 Hank drops would be much better. Acuña's live series, right now just avoid altogether. Maybe before, but now this doesn't have the newest Acuña, does it? Oh, it does on the bottom. Okay. Well, we're on the top of Acuña. S tier must use. I think Acuña's a must-use card. His swing is just too good. He kills lefties. He's good contact-wise versus righties, but great power-wise. Gets the high gold in right field with a fantastic arm and speed. Absolutely, I think with this card swing, and if you're good with him, you have to use this card. He's phenomenal. And he's a free card, essentially, right? Use the player program for him. You can get him that way. He's essentially a free card, so definitely recommend scooping this guy up. He's a little demon. Harald Baines. I would avoid altogether. He can swing it a little bit, but it's not even worth spending money on him. There's better free cards you can get for bench bats. Jason Bay, no use right now. He's just a D card. Dwight, Dante Bichette, home 33. Dante Bichette is bench bat, kills lefties, great swing, good offense, pretty good versus righties too, but that defense is atrocious, so 100% a bench bat. Braun, bench bat, and really, he's gonna go in the front up there. Bench bat, a really good 125s versus lefties, insane swing. He was a lefty killer for me for a while until some new cards dropped, but absolutely insane bench bat. Recommend highly. Great until S tier. Byron Buxton, probably the best defender in center field in the game. Makes so many key plays. Is really good versus lefties, pretty good versus lefties, and good versus righties. It's okay versus righties. The contact's kind of low, but at Hall of Fame and below, he's still wrecking it for people. So very good option. Definitely great, but a step below these guys over there. 3,300 club Steve Finley, great until S tier. He was killing it for a lot of people, most difficulties. Really good card early in the year. Demon swing, that little glitchy little swing. Very solid card. Sean Green, bench bat, righty killer. Can't hit lefties. Defense is okay. Speed's good, but just a bench bat. Pretty simple. Billy Hamilton, no real usage. D at this point. Aaron Judge, live series horrid. Get him out of there. I don't want that card. Kyle Lewis, I don't know why that card's even here. That's just random. Horrid. Kenny Lofton, D tier card, only for the speed and fielding, but his swing is poo-poo. Mickey Mantle, bench bat. A utility bench bat, guys. Back when contact swing was broken, this card was hitting legend homers against righties for me. No doubters with contact swing. He's 120, 125 right now with me for me versus lefties at parallel 4. I love Mickey Mantle's swing. He's got a high clutch rating. Great utility, too, as a switch hitter who could run and play good defense anywhere in the outfield when he crushes lefties. I love this card as a bench bat. He's on my bench currently. Shohei, avoid altogether. Just low contacts. Don't need this card now with the new Shohei out. Grady Sizemore, bench. No, honestly, avoid altogether. Not even that good versus righties. He's not even that good versus righties. He's good at low difficulties, but there's so many better cards out right now, man. This card was released. It should have been better or released earlier. He never saw the light of day on most people's teams. So, unfortunately, he'll be in the seat. Soriano, I think he's S tier. Must-use card. He's just Acuña, but offensively, they're the same. They're very similar. But his defense is bananas. He's diamond anywhere in the outfield when you get him level up a little bit. Even at second base, that utility is fantastic. Lefty killer. One of the best defenders in the game. He gets so many good animations. I like him as an S tier. And Trout, S tier as well. Right now, my outfield centers Trout, Acuña's in right, and Cedric Mullins is in left. If I wanted to go full, if I wanted to make best comp lineup, I'd probably put Soriano in left, Trout in center, Acuña in right. Keep them all in their primaries. I know you could put Trout in left, still have a gold there, and have Soriano in center, who will cover more ground with a higher defense. But in that sense, you know what? Just keep the primaries, man. Keep the primaries and watch them do their thing. Trout has been surprising me in center as how good he is in center field. He's actually a beast. But actually, I'm gonna bump up Acuña actually, bench bat, because he kills lefties still, so he could be a bench bat for people who are budget, don't have this Acuña yet. So I'm gonna keep him there. So reviewing the list, let's go over it. Only S tier outfielders: Castellanos, Schwarber, Cedric, Acuña, Soriano, and Trout. Cedric gets the personal buff. I think he gets there. He's normally on most people should be an A, but on mine, I think he's an S. I think everyone should try him out. A tier: Dominguez, Brian Reynolds, Larry Walker, Byron Buxton, and Steve Finley. You know what? I'm gonna give Larry Walker the benefit of the doubt and put him in the S tier. He gets S tier. Just because if you get him Superfractor, he's pretty damn good. So yeah, that's that. Bench, you guys see I'm not gonna read all that, but you guys see the bench, pretty good numbers there. C's pretty accurate, man. C's pretty accurate. D is honestly, I'm gonna give Harald Baines bench bat too. He can hit righties quite well. He's got a good swing. I'll give him bench bat. D tier, you guys see it. And these tiers don't really matter, but this is what we're going to go with the final list, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. I love these tier list videos, but I want to preface it, you know, before this video goes live by saying, if you guys disagree with me, that's totally fine. This isn't finite. This is just my opinion. I do have a lot of experience. I've been top 50 a bunch of times. As of recently, I don't really care much about that anymore. They seem to get away from comp, so I'm going to do that as well. I'm focusing more on content these days, but I play at a high level, man. I'm one of the better players out there. You'll see. To, you know, pat myself on the back. I'm not the best, nowhere near it, but I'm pretty damn good. So I know what I'm talking about. I play this game every day, so I'm immersed in the meta. But you guys have your own opinions, man. If you guys are the greatest hitter with Sean Green 33, you know, 30-30 club, or with Chris Taylor, you know, use them. Have fun, man. Do what you want to do, but that's just my opinion. But anyways, I appreciate you watching the video, taking the time out of your day to watching it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Till next time, guys. I'm out. Bye.